with the Washington Redskins this last week. Do you think they're going to carry on and make a big win against the undefeated Carolina Panthers?
The only thing I know, Jay Burris, is Redskins' offense is good, defense is strong, special teams are outstanding.
So that'd be a no. Just mark him down for yes, Redskins, but he's going to be losing another 6 this week.
All right, no big problem. So Kevin, from what you just said to me, I guess you think Cam's unstoppable, and
dude, Cam Newton's the man. Their defense is great. They got a loud stadium, and they're on a roll. They have butter on their pants.
That defense is outstanding.
It's
so
amazing,
Kevin's
Carolina,
going with the Panthers.
sure, dude, yeah.
Pop,
I'm going to go with the Panthers.
You're going to go with the Panthers? All right, folks, I'm joining Homeless Chuck this week. I am going to say that the Redskins are going to come out and do an extreme upset on the road against the Carolina Panthers. So, Chuck, go
Redskins!
All right, very good.
All right, you guys are gay, but cool.
This brings up a game that's near and dear to my heart. Don't know what's happening with the Green Bay Packers, 6-3. We lost to the 1-7 Detroit Lions last week.
Yeah, but the Lions went 500 last year for the most part. You know, they don't have a bad team.
It's a good team, but you wouldn't expect to see that in Lambeau. The last time that the Detroit Lions beat the Packers in Lambeau Field, the Ford Sable was like the number one selling car in Detroit that year. So that was humiliating.
So I'm going to go to Mercury Sable, but
I'm going to go to Pops. Pops, what do you have to say about this?
I can't go with anybody but the Packers. I've been backing them for 75 years, man.
All right, so Pops has the Packers. Chuck, you say
Redskins.
Very good. And Kevin,
I'm going to keep going Packers. I told you last week.
He's going
Every
Green
week
Bay.
I'm going Green Bay.
Of course, we know I'm going Green Bay. All right, so I'm going to start this one out. It's Denver at Chicago. Peyton Manning got benched. He broke Brett Favre's record last week.
Yeah, well, it took him like 20 more years to do it. I'm going to say that he probably didn't get benched because of a lack of performance. What, he threw like 7 picks or something like that? You don't just bench a superstar like that. I think there's more going on. Maybe he's hurt. I don't know. But
maybe he's really old.
That could be it too. You know what I mean?
Could you imagine yourself playing in the NFL right now?
Hell yeah.
You're Peyton Manning's age.
No, I'd be more like what's his name? Warren. Was that little tiny guy for the Bucks?
Martin Grammatica. Martin Grammatica.
No, the little running back they had. Warwick Dunn. I'd be more like him. I'm like, I'm a little taller than he is, but he's a little thicker than me. But I'd be more like a Warwick Dunn.
More of a Darren Sproles than a Warwick Dunn.
A John Paxton, shorter. I know, whatever, man.
All right. So
a Keebler.
So who are you picking?
I'm going to go Denver.
We were just talking about that particular situation.
I'm still going to go Denver, though.
You're going to go Denver?
Yeah, it'd be cool if they had Tebow, but whatever.
Kevin is going against Chicago.
Yeah, I have to, man. Wait a minute. Whoa, I forgot they're playing Chicago. Whoa, backtrack.
Chicago looked great last week.
Dude, they did. I'll tell you what, man. The week before that, they looked good as well. I'm telling you, man.
They could be getting their groove, man.
I think that
I
think their little pansy quarterback is actually not that bad, dude. And I'm glad they re-signed him, dude. I think he's pretty good. He showed up last 2 weeks, man. Totally good.
That's the problem with it, though. He's so inconsistent, Kevin. I like the guy, too. He's got brilliance.
Make a pick, guys.
I'm taking Bears. The Bears.
Kevin says the Bears.
I have to, man. Of course, man. Hey, you know what? And you look at the record of the Packers at 6-3 this year so far. They still have a stellar team, but you can't win them all. If you could at least win almost all of them, well, he wouldn't be the Packers. He'd be the 85 Bears.
Yeah.
I have to.
Wait a minute. I'm next in line. We have a rotation going here, Turbo.
Let's step on Pop's feet, man. He's got seniority.
Go ahead.
I have to go with the old guy. I got to go with the Broncos.
You're going to go with Peyton Manning, even though I don't think he's
Chicago?
Starting? Yeah. At Chicago?
And he's not starting? All right.
Well, listen, I have to tell you what. I know they benched Peyton Manning, but the Denver Broncos have this quarterback out right now that looked tremendous last week.
Who are they playing? Who did they play last week?
Osweiler. They played the Chiefs, and he lost, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. This kid's now got helm of the Denver Broncos. With that defense coming into Chicago, I am going to definitely have to pick the Bears.
Yeah. That's my boy. All right, I won't show you my balls.
And Chuck.
Yes, sir.
Who are you taking?
Bears.
God, the
Broncos?
Redskins offense looks outstanding. Their defense is strong. Special teams are outstanding. I got to go Redskins.
Can't blame you for that one, Chuck. All right, very good. All right, well, I'm going to put this book away and see how it goes. I would like to make one note that, as everybody knows, Pops and I is Packer fans, and we purchase DirecTV every year, so we're able to watch the Green Bay Packers on our TV. And this coming Saturday will be the 9th game. Sunday will be the 9th game. And it's live on Fox at 4 o'clock. So the entire season we've gotten to watch 2 games that we needed the NFL tickets for.
Wow.
So
It happens. I bought the MLB package. Well, my
This is
my
the
girlfriend.
10th game. We're 6-3.
Yeah, no, but you saw it too on DirecTV where you could have seen them for free.
Right.
I know what you're saying, dude. My girlfriend, Lori B, she bought me for my birthday the MLB package so I could watch the Cubs games because they don't have that same contract with WGN this year. And I'll tell you what, man, I watched more Cubs games on my phone and on that channel than I've watched I've watched so many Cubs games this year. It was awesome. So kudos to you for buying that package. How do you know? You don't really know until it happens, You got to do it, man. You got.
we enjoyed watching the rest of it.
Yeah, I like how you have a big
DirecTV is a
screen,
big
yeah.
sponsor of ours. I'm not talking bad against
sure.
them.
Of course
Everybody
not,
should
yeah.
call 1-800-DirecTV. Sign up today. Tell them that Jay Nall referred you, and call me after the show. I'll give you a few series of digits, and you'll save $10 a month. I'll save $10 a month. It's for 10 months. It's a
All right,
situation,
cool. All right,
so.
they don't even really pay us, bro.
Email
Let it
me,
go.
Facebook me personally, whatever. I need to cut that.
All right, hey, listen, guys. I'm going to step in real quick here and just let everybody know that I'm watching our app on Mixlr right now, and we do have some live listeners, which is encouraging. And I would really love to see people chat us up on Mixlr. You can hit the chat button. Let us know you're listening. You can also tweet us. Don't forget, you can chat us, message us, call us, 727-657-3686. Jay, are we done with sports? You want to go back into news?
Yeah, let's do some news.
All right, here we go. News time.
The big whiteboard doesn't mean much, does it? We're supposed to follow the whiteboard.
What whiteboard?
It's
Okay.
time for the Kevin
Anglo-Saxon.
Holly Show News,
I'm just
featuring
going to
Jay,
Google news real quick.
Pops, Homeless Chuck, and Kevin Holly, where you'll hear more about news, a little bit more information about what's in the news, and what's new with the news on the Kevin Holly Show.
Well, we could always talk a little bit about Charlie Sheen, and I thought Pops had something to talk about that, man.
Oh, man. Give it away, man.
I'm going to go ahead and talk about a situation. We did this. I don't know that it's come to air, Kevin. I think we worked on this a little bit last night, where I was going to share a situation about my Charlie. And
You may want to share with our new listeners, Jay, when you reference to Charlie, what are you
I'll
are you
let
actually
I'll let
referencing?
Pops get into that. Pops told me I should talk about this first.
No,
and
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What?
You sure you don't want to
No.
tell the story, or?
You tell
All right, as a little kid, all right, I had a hair get wrapped around my willy, or
Your Charlie.
we call it now a Charlie. So, as a little kid, I was living in, I was actually on a place in Hudson on a canal, and I
Not
got
in my backyard, I hope.
It could be, Chuck. It could be. I don't know. This was like 1973 or something. And I had to go to emergency room and have a hair cut off from around my willy. Charlie, as we call it nowadays. And
You strangled your Charlie?
at the age of 1, dude. I've been strangling my Charlie since the age of 1. My little grip from my fingers wasn't enough. I was like in the strangulation at the age of 1. I'm just saying. I'm telling you, it's a true story.
Autoerotic.
Pops, am I lying, or did that happen?
He and his mother came down here to Florida to visit his grandma and grandpa in Hudson. They lived in a mobile home on one of the canals. I get a call. Jay's in the emergency room. I'm going to have to pay $400 to have a hair removed from around his little... We didn't call it a Charlie at the time. I said, oh, only $400? Can you have it amputated?
Transgender.
I said, no, seriously, go ahead, do it.
Why don't you just try a lighter?
The money is in the bank. Write the check.
I'm gonna replay that segment for Tyler and Bitsy, just so you know. Just so you know.
Jaber, who's Tyler and Bitsy? No, Bird, man. Who is Tyler and Bitsy, man?
Okay. You know damn well. Tyler is my wonderful son, member of the Stillhouse Shakers. Enjoy their music every day.
Traveling the U.S. currently, aren't they still?
No, they're in Atlanta. They're going to be heading back down this way. And then, you know, Bitsy, her and Rusty, they just adopted the beautiful little white mix mutt. Saved his life, her life.
Myrtle.
Okay, very good. You and I got some calls.
Approval.
For all of you good listeners who didn't catch our Charlie episode a few weeks back, we had a deal where we kind of analyzed the male organ and kind of came up.
Wait a minute, we didn't analyze the male organ.
Analyzed the names of the male organ.
Yes, okay.
And we discussed. We took it through the alphabet, A through Z, and at the end of the evening, which was very interesting, we had 4 guests on our show who helped participate, and they came up with some real good ideas. But at the end of the day, we decided that we were going to honor Chuck and change the names to Uniform Charlie. Well, I didn't get much response until the past week. And I've had several responses that I can, if we have time, I can give you a quick rundown on what I heard from some of our audience.
Sure.
Oh, please.
Okay, number
responses?
One, we've got
Take your time.
Herman Humbledinger. No, he's from Sarasota. And he says that he talked to his grandfather, who had talked to his grandfather. That gives us 5 generations, and it had always been their Hermans, and no way in heck were they going to change 5 generations from Herman to Charlie. So they're going to stick with the Herman. So they didn't join our club.
Oh, so the first reply was a shot down.
The next caller happened to be Alan Rowe. He let's see, my eyes aren't good.
That's because you play with your Charlie too much.
Oh, he's in Cape Coral. That's right. I remember that now. Anyhow, he was real resentful. He got kind of belligerent. Actually, he said his mother was a nurse, and a very good one. And he said she had heard the episode, and she brought it to his attention. And she had taught her 2 sons the correct name for the male organ was penis. And if we were going to degrade that part of a man, we should be ashamed of ourselves and reprimand it. And he said he was sorry, but he'd have to stick with his mother's instructions, and it would always be his penis. He says there were times in school when it was embarrassing. And he had to tell his friend it was his penis because they all laughed at him, but he had to do what his mother said was right. I said, okay, lots of luck.
Charlie's out.
Well, there's a lot to be said about a mom and a boy and a penis.
Oh, then I had an interesting call from William Williams III.
Bill.
William Williams III.
William Williams.
He said that his family would not change their name. It was going to continue as it always had been. It was his Willie. I couldn't dispute it either.
I was going to say, man.
So then, fortunately and only, I had one call from a female, a sexy-sounding female, by the way. She wouldn't give me her name, so we'll call her anonymous. But anyhow, she said that her and her lover,
lonesome,
neither one of them had anything to do with the male organ.